All right, y'all, we are going to actually leave the United States right now. We're going to go across the pond all the way to the UK. Canna, are you there? WriterLike.K, are you there? It's on you right now. Thank you so much. The stage is yours, man.
Good evening, or good afternoon. My name is WriterLike.K. Most people call me K. I'm from London. And this piece I'm about to do is called God's Poem. So I hope you all enjoy. On days when colorblind eyes start to capture rainbows in picture frames, when a little bird learns that its cage is not a hindrance to its freedom, but a source of protection, when fear is a wardrobe of monsters whose faces are frightening but temporary, when a wolf howls for his moon on nights where the stars struggle to shine to their fullest, when growth is a swordsman who is trying to vanquish the big bad that awaits him at the top of the tallest tower, and when endurance is able to be epitomized by a plant that knows how to stay green annually, well, that right there is God's way of conversing through poetry. You see, we are all pieces that God has yet to finish. Collections of literate puzzles that are forever learning how to make lifelines out of stanzas, from constructing metaphors that serve as shelters to sewing similes into jumpers. Yes, poetry is more than just an art form. It's an organ that functions in life's body. So it makes the sun smile on days that cloud its vibes with negativity, is what assures the moon that the stars are more than just beacons of positivity that spill out from storybooks. It's something that gives our hands a reason to clap and our legs a reason to stand, even when the impossible challenges our sanity. Yes, poetry is something that was made for us to admire and use, but not claim. For it's always been something that has belonged to the one whose name we forever try to proclaim and not defame. Now, if you've ever felt that sadness is the only language that your heart knows how to converse in, that despondent thoughts are the only things that your mind bubbles with, if you've ever felt blemished, anguished, lacking in value, assigned to a never-ending track of failure, if you've ever felt that the days start off bad and just never seem to get better, well, just remember that when withered tongues are used to breathe life into psalms that paint portraits of verbal fantasies, when fractured hands are used to craft profound proverbs that rest within crystal garbed realities, when the arrogant are outperformed by those whose hearts are tattooed with humility, when babes are trained and learn how to slay giants, when deformed chalices of dust are transformed into standard bearers that forever try and fight to display godly qualities, when love is a father who sacrifices his only begotten son in order to save billions, when hope is a band of separated souls that have been unified through their creativity, is a network of hearts that learned how to play harm in a panic. The boy who, despite not being able to speak until he was 4, is able to find reasons to wrestle his voice to the ground, just so he can stand before an audience and speak to them confidently. That right there is God's way of conversing through poetry. Yes. So what happens? Just keep your faith's ink fresh and ready, because on days when all of our stresses are buried within the ruined walls of ancient cities, when freedom is a streak of gold across the sky, and when all that is foretold comes to be, that right there will be God's way of conversing through poetry.
Yes, Kay.
Amazing, brother.
Oh my God.
Well done, my
Good
bro.
job.
Beautiful.
Nice.
God.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Voice. Voice.
It was
Yay.
Oh, that was very nice.
Amazing.
Amen.
Keep talking.
Amazing.
Somebody
I
said
feel
keep
like I
talking.
took it.
I don't know about anybody else, but it's the voice for me. That voice is crazy. No, brother, we went over this last night. Crazy. You are a crazy, crazy storyteller, dope artist. That poem, like I told you last night, that poem was necessary. This is God's way to converse with us. Thank you so much from all the way across London. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.